Howdy, and welcome to another episode of Paranormal Universe. Now, in this episode, we are going to go and talk about something totally different. Now, if you actually know me, you'll know that I like paranormal. I like paranormal shows. I used to love watching ghost hunters on the Sci-Fi Channel. And then there was a couple other paranormal shows that I would watch. But then came this one show that I tried getting into, and I just could not for the life of me get into it. Excuse me. Now, I'm gonna let you take a wild guess. All right, guess. You guessed it yet? Well, if you haven't guessed, this show has my sister going crazy because she likes the dude on the show, and I find him annoying. I find everybody on that show annoying, but the name of the program is Ghost Adventures. Who of you have seen an episode of Ghost Adventures? Raise your hand. Who here likes Ghost Adventures? Raise your hand. Now, yeah, they have the latest technology. They have, they're up and coming or whatever. They set the standard, whatever. I wouldn't say they're the best, because maybe they aren't. Maybe there are paranormal groups out there that are better than them, that aren't on TV, but are better. But we're talking about paranormal groups on TV. Now, Ghost Adventures, granted, if you like them, more power to you. But I just cannot get into that show for the life of me. I don't like the way Zak gets all dramatic. He's very dramatic. When I mean dramatic, I mean dramatic. Like, he literally goes overboard with everything. Like, beats the wall, starts yelling at the top of his lungs, and very too dramatic, overly dramatic for me. Aaron, to me, is like the chicken of the group. Like, he is used for everything, no matter at what cost, family wise, personal life wise. I can't. And I don't know about the other two guys, because I stopped watching when Nick was on the show. So that tells you how long ago that was. But my thing with Ghost Adventures is that, okay, let's give it the good stuff. They do their research. As far as I know, they've done pretty good research. They pick interesting locations. They seem to know what they're doing. and to a degree. But what I don't like and I have an issue with is the provocation that Zak does. It's mainly Zak that I have the issue with. He's just overly dramatic. Like, tone it down 100% and just be normal like everybody else. Now again, this is my opinion. This is how I see the show. So if you're gonna, leave hate comments and stuff like that, you're wasting your time because I'm not even gonna read them. Again, this is how I see Mr. Baggains. He just is way too dramatic for me. I mean, I get it. It's for TV shows, you spend 12 hours, 16 hours, whatever, in a location for, an hour's worth of footage. But where it gets very tricky for me to accept is when he brings in people as bait, as trigger objects. If somebody was, being tormented or scratched, and you ask them to come back, sit in the room, and see if you get that same reaction, who is the one getting traumatized again? Not Zak. Zak just wants to do it to prove that there's something there. Well, no shit, Sherlock. We know there's something there. She just, the person just said, hey, I've been scratched before. Here's the proof that I've been scratched. He just wants to do it to document it for the show. But it's already been documented. They documented it. The person, whoever got scratched, documented it already because they have a picture of it. And I think it's dangerous to put somebody who's been through something like that into the situation again so they can get it on film so they can use it on their episode. Yeah, no. I can't fathom my mind. Maybe because my mind isn't that big or whatever the case would be. I can't just grasp the concept that somebody would actually do that on purpose. And Zak Baggains is known to do that on purpose. If you're new to the podcast community and you want to start a new podcast and you're looking for a platform that is user-friendly, that has everything you need at your fingertips, that won't set any limits, that you can earn money, then I would recommend Anchor. Now, Anchor can be used basically anywhere. You could be in your car, you can be laying on the sofa in bed where you can edit, record and upload. You can throw in soundtracks. Everything is there for you. Now, I use it because it's user friendly and it is free, and I find it really easy to navigate without it being very confusing. Now, most platforms, before you can even try it out, you need to sign up and pick a plan. I like Anchor because I don't have to go through any of that. So I recommend it. Now, if you really want to get into it, I recommend you going to your website, anchor.fm, and, signing up. Or you can download anchor.fm from the Google Store, iTunes, and give it a try. So don't forget to go to anchor.fm, sign up, and I'll see you all in podcast community. There were a couple episodes where, Zach is getting... Okay, let's take Provalia Island in Italy. He's getting possessed. He's hitting the wall. And he's doing all this stuff. Now, is he getting possessed? Who knows? Nobody really knows. But why do you need to hit the wall? What's the wall gonna do for you? Nothing. So I don't see why he needs to pound on the wall and scream, "Get out, get out." Doesn't make sense to me. Like, okay, Mr. Dramatic there. Yeah, no. There was another episode that I think it was Wolf Manor or in the Vista Hospital. Like, if you did your research and you know the type of area you're going into, there was really no need to make the comments he made. Linda Vista Hospital not being safe. Or the areas not being safe. Okay, you don't even fucking know. Don't get me... No, I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. I'm going to keep my fucking mouth shut. But there are, there are different locations where he just doesn't know when to stop. And he said it himself. I'm going to provoke. I want them to do it. I want them to hurt me. I want this. I want that. Really? And then you wonder why shit goes wrong for you. You wonder why you need to have an exorcism, or you have to have a cleansing, or you have to have this, or you have to have that done. You wonder why. It's because of the shit you do and get yourself into that makes all this stuff happen. I don't get it. I don't understand Mr. Baggains. Then he wants to be like the Warrens, Ed and Lorraine Warren. Like, really? Oh my god. I get Ed and Lorraine Warren were the original ones to start the Haunted Museum. And then here comes Mr. Baggains and wants to do the same thing. Sometimes I wonder what he does is out of wanting attention. Like an attention whore. And sometimes I wonder if he doesn't give a shit about how certain things he does affect other people. But I've never seen him... I take that back. I've seen him do a couple episodes where they were actually helping people. I don't understand why they can't do more of that than go and investigate abandoned locations. Most haunted locations. Okay, if the location is fucking haunted, awesome, great, the location is fucking haunted. But how about helping those that are in need of help? if you are said to be experts in the field with the top of the line equipment, then why can't you go and help others? Because, I mean, granted, maybe, because I haven't watched it, maybe they have been helping people. But the few episodes that I've tuned in to watch, they're all haunted locations, you know? And I just personally feel that they need to get back to old school and be like a paranormal group um, who are there to help others and yet gather data, gather information for scientific purposes. Because I think that would be ideal, in my opinion. But then again, I'm not a Zak Baggains lover. I'm not a ghost hunter fanatic like my sister is, like most people. So I just think that it may be time for them to switch it up a bit. I could be wrong. I'm not perfect, but I can be wrong. But it would be nice if they kind of like swapped things around. I mean, it would be nice to see Nick on the show again. But he was out doing his thing with Katrina from what's that? Paranormal something show with Ryan Blue or Buell. Now, that's another dude that I want to talk about because, oh my god, yeah, he's a different episode. But what do you guys think about Ghost Adventures? What do you think about the way they conduct themselves on investigations? What do you think about Zak Baggains? What do you think about Aaron? I'm curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are and opinions on these guys. Because to me, honestly, I'm kind of getting over it. I'm like over it. I don't see anything that makes me want to turn on the TV and watch them. It would be nice to see them help, families in need. And maybe they have been helping families in need, but majority of the episodes that I've watched were all haunted locations. Nobody lives at the location. It's either a haunted hospital, i.e. Trans-Allegheny Lunatics or asylum, or the Waverly Hills Sanatorium, Linda Vista, abandoned locations like Goatman's Bridge and shit like that. What is it what's the perfect formula for Ghost Adventures that would make people want to watch them, or make more people watch them? Would it be would it be technology plus location plus people skills? Would it be how they approach a scenario? It's just I don't know. I can't get into it for the longest time, it just seems like the way Zach is just overdrive, overkill. He just makes me not want to watch it. And I really don't care how many people are going to argue with me saying, this and that. It's my opinion. Again, this whole topic is my opinion on the show. Okay? I am not going after anybody else's opinion. This is my opinion. This is what I feel about Ghost Adventures and about Zak Baggains. Yeah. I can't even talk about Mr. Baggains because I just feel like I want to just slap him half the time because he's so fucking dramatic. And there's no need to be so dramatic, okay? Really, no need to be dramatic. We get it. And besides, how do we know even if there's anything there? It was said at one point that they were told to get dramatic, to act scared and shit like that because there was nothing going on. Well, then say there's nothing going on. Don't just look and pretend that there's something going on when there's really nothing going on. It just annoys me. Anyways, that's the end of tonight's episode. I just wanted to throw that out there. Yeah, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcasts, and anywhere else you listen to your podcasts. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, shoot us an email at paranormalbuzzfeed.com. If you would like to ask us a question or suggest an idea, you can catch us on Twitter at paranormalbuzzfeed. You can catch us on Instagram. Again, ask us any questions, comments, concerns, any ideas at paranormalbuzzfeed. So that's about it for tonight. Don't forget to keep ghosting and stick around for tomorrow's episode, which is going to be a doozy because we are going to be talking to someone who's had physical experience, had an encounter with the spirits of Gettysburg. So he's going to be on tomorrow. I'm going to have him on tomorrow. He's going to be discussing Gettysburg. He does reenactments of the Battle of Gettysburg, so he has a lot of personal experience and ghostly encounters. So stay tuned. That's for tomorrow's episode, so stay tuned to that. And if you have any comments, concerns, don't forget to let us know. Share, like, subscribe, and I'll be talking to you tomorrow. Don't forget, keep it ghosting. Bye.